Hello, everyone. This is Peter, and welcome to 2023 with Josh.
Yes, the new year, new us, same podcast. Unfortunately, I forgot the camera's over here now.
Yeah, and welcome back to another episode in the first episode of season 3 of the JP Connection.
hmm Yeah, so as you can see, we are back at my setup. For no particular reason. I think it's just because, just nicer. It's a new way to introduce the new season. Because we're usually on Discord or over at Peter's place.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're at mine, so it's gonna be a good time. No spicy noodles. We're just hanging out.
No spicy
We're just
noodles.
hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah, so how was your 2023 so
I
far?
fucking hate it. Dude, it's hard because as everyone knows, it's the new year for the West over here.
Mm-hmm.
But coming up, it's also gonna be Lunar New Year, so it's the year of the rabbit, which is hype for no particular reason. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. I mean, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
No, for my this year, I just want to try my best.
As if last year, oh, I was that they was sleeping on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever did the whole New Year's resolution stuff?
Not really, because it's just you got idea
Mm-hmm.
that it goes in two ways.
Yeah.
I took the other way. It's
That's fair.
fucking up.
I think the only time I took a New Year's resolution seriously was I don't think it was a New Year's resolution. It was when I first started university because I
Mhm.
told you I was like talking about I want to do new things every single month, and that's when we started hanging out more like outside of school and everything.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened, so that's kind of the weird story with how kind of the JP connection was starting because obviously we started during COVID. Not during COVID. No, we started. Did we start during COVID?
Yeah, it was started to slow down with vaccines.
Yeah. Okay. Because I remember we discussed the podcast. So that's what we talked about.
Yeah.
So this is back when this is before I started making content. You made content like a little bit, I think,
Yeah.
and then this is when Creed was mostly doing all the content. But pretty much the genesis of doing the podcast was always me wanting to do new things because I'm very introverted and I hate people. And so yeah, so it's kind of weird to see how far we've stuck with this resolution. And we are doing new things every month. We're trying to record an episode every month, and hopefully this new year is going to be just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
Because New Year, that means we get to have new shenanigans that are happening.
Yeah. New content coming in.
Yeah, from both our channels actually.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to start with first? Do you want to start with individual? Do you want to start with?
Individual. So
All right, you go ahead.
so for I haven't uploaded a YouTube video within almost a year. So I want to make a
Facts.
return. Not only that, I want to start doing TikTok. Yeah, this guy gave me reasons to get TikTok.
Okay, here's the thing. All right, folks, let me level with you, okay? So I got TikTok. I was one of those people. We were both those people who were like use YouTube Shorts or we use like other TikTok like um apps and everything. So I got TikTok because my family was getting it, and I was like, sure, I'll get it. And then I could see why people really like it. It's fun. There's a lot of cool content on there, and I told a boy about it, and he was like, "Oh, why should I get TikTok? Give me a good reason." And I was like, "It's kind of cool. It's fun." And then this dude is always on TikTok. This dude is always like on it, and I'm like, "You're the one who said that you didn't want to do it." So what kind of TikToks do you think you're making?
so the kinds of TikTok content that I'm probably making is like reviews, quote unquote. Just basically because last year I went to a bunch of EDM shows.
Mhm.
So I want to kind of start off, this year, building up the TikTok content, just doing views for EDM shows or restaurants that we haven't been.
All right, number 5, Chick-fil-A. Now, not a lot of y'all never heard of this local restaurant. It's, I like that. It's funny because a lot of it's good because a lot of reviews are done by like experts or like people who are familiar with the field. I
Mhm.
feel like with your approach, it's gonna be a lot more casual. It's gonna be
Mhm.
like, yeah, I like this. Hopefully, you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
And with EDM, I'm pretty sure that's more up your forte anyway.
Yeah.
I could totally imagine you like making TikToks of like, oh, songs to get your friends into EDM, because that's what you did with me. That's
Yeah.
essentially what every time that's how Boyd kind of got me to go to shows, which is like here's some music. I'm like, okay, I can vibe to it. And then he showed me the latest. Was it whose song? It was the
Oh. Oh,
Hollow.
Davin.
It was
Davin.
Davin's, yeah. So that actually appeared on my TikTok
Oh,
recently.
really?
It was someone who made a cover of it,
Hmm.
and it was like, oh, for emo talk, for emo like people. And I listened to it, I was like, yeah, this is my style, because I'm more of a rock, alternative rock kind of guy, and boy kind of understands what I like in terms of music wise.
Hmm.
So he showed me that, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is definitely music that I would listen to. And then obviously he showed me like more Set the Skies stuff, so like Emotion Sickness, technically, and then I think of other songs I remember from that set. It was I forgot. It was
Yeah.
anything from the Red Rock show. I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember all the Red Rock songs.
Yeah.
But it was cool because when I went there, I was singing along, I was having a good time, and yeah, so I could definitely see you doing TikToks like that, just because it's fun. I mean, TikTok is such a great way to grow content. Like I see so many people on TikTok who are blowing up on like YouTube and everything now.
Hmm.
Fucking okay, recently, actually, this is a good story. This is a good segue. There's a VTuber on TikTok, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And she does a lot of rap, like she does rapping.
Hmm.
And I thought her style was cool. She's part of an agency. She does like a bunch of these rapping covers or whatever. And I discovered yesterday actually one of the bigger nerdcore guys. He released another like cipher, like a bunch of raps,
Hmm.
and she was on there.
Oh.
Like just randomly, I did not know she was on there. I heard her voice. I was like, she sounds so familiar. And then yep, right there in the description, it's Anora. That's her name. And I was like, what the fuck? That's so awesome. Like TikTok is such a great way to be discovered, to grow your content.
Hmm.
And I see a bunch of like just creators like just blowing up because of TikTok. So I think it's a really good idea just to do TikTok and everything.
Yeah.
Actually, I have one TikTok idea from my channel.
Oh, really?
It's the whole it was based off the a Twitter post I made where YouTube it's like how Spotify Rap does it.
Hmm.
It shows you your top artists and everything. I posted a screenshot of my top 5 songs from this year. And it's a bunch of like nerdcore, it's a bunch of like weird like nerdcore songs.
Hmm.
And then in the middle of it there's like a bunch of VTuber songs, a lot of Japanese songs on there. So then I made a post saying, this is why you don't give me the aux cord, because I don't know how to explain my taste. So my TikTok idea was that whole like, oh, what's your favorite song? And it's gonna be like, and then it's a bunch of like, it's like a bunch of like my Brazilian music, it's my nerdcore music, my rock music, my Japanese music, and it'd just be like, oh, rock, and then it's the whole, hey, what's your favorite rock band? Fuck. And then that's it. It just cuts right there. So I definitely thought about doing TikTok just because I mean it's fun. It's a great way to grow.
Hmm.
And yeah. So how long do you think you'll be able to do TikTok? That's a real question.
Oh, that's um. I mean, as long as like the content keeps going on TikTok, like I might start experiment with it. But
Mhm.
as time goes on, I might get better at it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So just don't know for now. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember actually some of my friends some of our friends actually, they even asked me because I do a lot of editing. They're like, hey, can you make me can you edit my TikToks for me? And then I had to learn how to edit TikToks.
Mhm.
And they're like, all right, I kind of learned how to do it. They never sent me the files. Like I tried to do a bunch of my old like videos to see if I can make them to TikToks. It's hard because the whole like you had to Premiere Pro, you gotta like make it the exact size you want it to be.
Mhm.
Gotta cut out like which parts you want to show.
Mhm.
That's hard, but
And also adding like subtitles in those TikToks.
have you seen me? I am a master of subtitles. I am great. But yeah, no, TikTok can be fun. I think it's just. Of course, there's also like TikTok comments are fucking like a cesspool of people.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just hate people, dude. Like low key, I don't want to discuss on the podcast, but Twitter has been just pissing me the fuck off.
Oh, really?
I am actually so livid at TikTok, not TikTok, at fucking Twitter right now. It's Valorant related, but that's all we need to say.
Okay.
Oh my god, people piss me off, and granted, that's what you get when you do like this kind of concentration work.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get people who have accounts they just barely made, and they're just gonna say whatever they want because it's the internet. It's gonna be anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of gotten used to it just because I've been doing YouTube for like a year. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really care. My channel is smaller in comparison, so it's like,
Yeah, you're like at 9K subs, man. What's gonna be happening for the 10K special?
oh, dude, I still didn't even finish my 5K special. I
Oh.
haven't done that yet. For my 5K special, I posted a Q&A thing.
Mm-hmm.
I asked people like, what do they want for a Q&A? That was supposed to be when I hit 5,000. So I hit 5,000, and then I was like, cool, I'm gonna get this ready. And then I hit 6,000. And then it kept growing. I was like, fuck, now I need to make more videos to keep this going.
Yeah.
So I don't have enough time to do the Q&A portion because I've been so busy with my videos because they take a lot of time to prepare to get them ready. Dude, low key, I haven't showed you what I need to do, but my next reactions, there's like 10 of them.
10?
There's like 10, dude. It's 10 videos, and my treasure said I can kind of break them up into like portions. But still, though, with me, that's gonna be like 30-minute long videos for like multiple videos.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a lot. Like, you know how bad it is.
It's like it's really bad.
No. So my translator, he sent me all the videos. He said this is the order you're supposed to watch it in because it's a story.
Oh.
He then sent me a Wikipedia page because it's based off a story. So he sent me a Wikipedia page which links me to all these characters, which has all this information, and there's seasons of it. There's seasons of information that I need to read and look at. And then I still need to know the story because I don't know the story because it's a Brazilian story.
Maybe you could do a live stream on YouTube.
I'm not live streaming because how I do reactions, I like having no cuts because I like it being unfiltered.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this one I need to cut because it's gonna be my monitor watching the video and then this monitor with the Wikipedia page. I need to show you the DM because he DM'd me like paragraphs of information that I still need to read. And then the Wikipedia page is gonna be a fucking lot. So it's hard out here. It's struggling.
Yeah, may I join for this ride?
Do you want to see? It's a lot, dude. No spoilers, obviously, but there's a lot of information. And the worst
10K special? That's your 10K
10K special. We're reacting to all of them in a row. Fucking 2-hour long video. Let's go. Subtitle, it's gonna be a bitch. Fuck that. That's why Josh has been helping me with subtitling.
Mm.
Josh has been he has been a godsend because literally, it would take me, let's say, a 15-minute video, upload 15 minutes. That's 15-minute video. So then I had to process it, which takes like an additional 10-20 minutes, depends on how fast my internet is.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, I had to wait for the auto subtitles to pull in first, so I can edit those, which takes from like 5 to 20 minutes. On top of that, I need to actually watch the video, which is 15 plus however long the actual video is, edit all that out, and then fucking subtitle what I'm saying, and then cut everything so it looks fine, and then resubtitle it.
Mm.
So Josh has literally been so helpful because he would literally just do the English portion for me.
Mm-hmm.
He would just type what I'm saying, and then I just need to check it, see if that's fine, and then I just translate like that.
Mm.
So I went from like an hour to 2-hour process to like maybe a 30-minute process at most.
Mm.
So it's been helpful. But at the same time, though, I just haven't been uploading just because I've been so busy. Because like this, I chose my work schedule is so shitty for me.
Oh really?
Because I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
And then my videos are supposed to come out Monday to Friday.
Mm.
That means the only days I can technically get stuff ready is the weekend, or if I'm able to crank out enough videos during the weekday.
Mm.
But I don't have enough time because I spend so much time either working or I spend other time doing other stuff like streaming.
Mm.
So it's like it's a weird portion, and especially like Sundays because I church on Sundays.
Yeah. It's
cut in half, and then I work the night the hour after. I'm like, fuck, I'm in pain. It's struggling out here, dude. It's so bad. I was able to keep my schedule for 1 week.
Oh really?
And then it went away because I only upload 4 videos this week. So yeah, that's my day. How's your day? So you remember how you asked me how's my New Year's going?
Yeah.
Fucking like that. It's going tits up right now. It's bad.
Yeah.
But I guess regardless of that, how's your New Year going?
Um, it's nothing too much, but it's nothing too much with work or anything. But yeah. But lately, I've been more. I was more open in the Discord server I'm in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like fun to interact with other people and stuff.
Mm.
So that's all I need to say. So
Yeah, a lot of everyone's been kind of like doing their own thing pretty much. Everyone's been expanding their own brand essentially.
yeah.
Like especially Josh Mookslayer, he's been doing well on Twitch as of recently. He's been playing a lot of Faz. We've been playing Faz with him. He has grown his small community of like Faz players, which is actually kind of sick. Just because Faz is such a finite game, but it's kind of cool to see what people can do with the game, especially since it's still small. So it's a smaller game in comparison to like Valorant and everything like that. So everyone's been growing on their own, which is actually kind of sick. So it's cool to see everyone expanding their brands and doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So you gotta make some fun Discord TikToks. You're gonna be like, yo, EDM reviews, let's go. Set reviews. I can imagine you're gonna get some hot shit, like hot takes though. Like you're gonna be like the top 5 tracks from Dabin or whatever. And just gonna be that thing. Or oh no, I could totally imagine you doing those videos of like, oh, if you know 10 of these songs, you're a true EDM fan. It's gonna be like 10%, 20%. I can see you doing that because stuff like that. 'Cause that stuff's kind of relatively easy. It's stuff that everyone's interested in.
Yeah.
So I guess besides all that, that's all we do. That's pretty much what the new year has. I mean, it's still pretty small in comparison. We just started. Do we want to talk about our feature episodes that we're planning right now?
Yeah. So throughout I think this year, no, we talked about last year. We want to bring in more guests
Mhm.
because with the Josh and Jazz
Mhm.
episode, it kind of opens the door for us to
Yeah.
expand the content of it.
Mhm.
So next month, we'll see if we can have Kriya and Leia in the
Mhm.
podcast.
Yeah.
Talk about marriage and relationships.
Marriage.
Marriage. And then March, it's gonna be special.
That's to be the truest special.
The truest special. And then April, we're gonna talk about Davin's Sanctuary show. But I was thinking like bringing someone from Davin's Discord server, like a member.
I feel like I'm gonna be very out of place here. I'm gonna be like, "What's up?" I'm gonna be a moderator. I'll be like, "Yeah." So as a newbie to the EDM scene, what the fuck? So I guess it'd be kind of cool. Oh wait, for our March episode, do we want to talk about who it's gonna be? Or
No, it's a surprise.
It's someone that I'm pretty sure we talked about here and there, but it's a special.
He is fully interested in the podcast.
Of course he is, because he's our boy for a reason. He's our boy. And then so that's April. Anything for May?
We'll see. We'll see what happens from there.
Yeah. So I see a lot of potential guests, a lot of cool topics that we're gonna do. I even thought about not like a soul thing, but like I think I've been wanting to get back into playing fighting games like competitively. So ever since our trip to Arizona, like I've kind of learned how to use the fucking airport like by myself. Because yeah, 21, still have never been on the airport by myself.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not that bad now. Since I know how to do that, I have some expenditures with my money because I've been a lot of like the holidays. I've been thinking about going to a tournament myself. So I usually went with my brother. That's how we usually did it. But I mean, I don't know, because my brother's not into fighting games as much. He doesn't like compete as much. He's been busy with school, and I feel like if I want to go to a tournament for like my specific game, which is like obviously Smash, I've been kind of seeing if I want to go by myself. So I don't know. I was thinking maybe I can either I'll just not like an actual like podcast, but like record my perspective, and then I can just cut it, and then I just upload like a quick like 20-minute video like
Mm,
onto the channel, just because I feel like it's kind of like what we did for our internet episode, which is kind of like the podcast, but it's a way more concise. It's a lot more episodic.
mm-hmm.
So I've been thinking we can do stuff like that, where like instead of just having our monthly discussions, we can have our own perspective on like what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like, because I think one, we can just get more content onto our channel, so we don't have to keep doing these like monthly.
Mm-hmm.
And two, it's a way more fun to see who we are as like individuals,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously we have our individual channels. We all have our individual like pages and everything, but like for like the podcast itself, people are able to see, oh, these two, here they are together, and then even our own channels, we're like characters of ourselves.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the JP, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, this is who fucking Peter and Josh are when they're on their own. It's just gonna be my phone. It's just gonna be like awkward, like yeah. Anyway, that's me. Cool, and then just like it just cuts it right there. So I don't know. That's an idea I've been kind of posturing
JP
with.
vlogs.
JP vlogs, JP connections. It's just like I don't know, just like stuff like that where it's like kind of like way more um down to earth, a lot more just really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since we both can edit stuff, we can just like it's all our own time too.
Yeah.
So like we don't have to worry about like exporting this and then having you download the video and then editing it.
Yeah.
It's more like, all right, cool. I have my video. All right, edit it. I'm just gonna just post it. So stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it could be round two. It doesn't have to be on a schedule either.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just whatever.
Sporadic, like yeah. So we could do your behind the scenes of making a TikTok.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I don't know. So stuff like that. So I guess that's kind of our channel stuff out of the way. Should we talk about the next big thing, which is Valorant? The
Yeah.
stuff that I've been pissing off about.
Yeah.
It's the people, not the Valorant itself. People, but Valorant released Lotus, splits back in rotation, and I guess the
Breeze and buying.
Breezes and Bind are fucking gone, unfortunately. Which Breeze and Bind were kind of my favorite maps. Bind more especially just because that was the map that I kind of just played a lot, especially learning. It's an easy map to understand, but Breeze was just a nice change of pace,
Mm-hmm.
especially because fuck Fracture. I still don't like Fracture. Like it's fine. Like I'm tolerable to it now. I just don't like it as much. But Lotus. So I guess you want to do first impressions and then
Yeah. First
our
impression.
what we think about now.
Yeah.
So do you want to start or should I start?
Oh, you can start.
So my first impression of Lotus, I thought was cool. I love the whole Aztec ruins type of map design. I feel like the rotating doors are a really cool idea. It's new to have a door that on both sides that everyone knows, everyone can hear, everyone can see, and it stays there. It rotates on both sides, so I think that's kind of cool. When I first saw it, I thought it was really small, and it still is because literally all the sides are interconnected. You can literally, it's not even like Haven, because Haven is still wide. I feel like
Mhm.
Haven has the long. There's sewers and everything. It still feels kind of big. This one it feels like yeah, here's B and here's C, or here's A. Like it all interconnects, and I think it's kind of fun. I mean, it introduces a lot of cool tech, especially with like Harbor and like I'm trying to think of other characters. Like I guess like Initiators especially.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's kind of my one feeling right now.
Was no, it's such a good, like a good, like beautiful map.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of close tight corners,
But, yeah.
doors and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, Willis is I'll wait until the competitive scene of how pro players approach the map,
Mhm.
where their strategies come play.
Yeah. I definitely feel like it's gonna be such a good map for aggro players
Mm-hmm.
because it's so small that and there's three sides too, so you can either you gotta have a double sentinel, which I think is the play because you need to have at least utils on both A and C, and then you can have more people stacked towards B. but I still feel like if you're not rolling double sandals, you're gonna need to have like double initiator or something
Mm-hmm.
because there's so many like tight corridors. You need to grab information. So I feel like it's gonna be really good for aggro players because you can literally just funnel through the site and take it and then try to defend it. And you're gonna need to aggro back because playing retake is gonna be so difficult. It's
Oh
so
yeah,
small.
retake is difficult.
Mhm. But we played our first games of it. We played both unrated and swift play. I think I don't mind it. I mean, it's a fun new map. It's going to take some time getting used to like Pearl. Like Pearl was kind of a difficulty to navigate, especially since because it's kind of the same thing as Lotus. A lot of rats, a lot of like ratty paths you can take. Everything's connected, so I definitely think that it's gonna be good. It's just gonna be a learning curve, like always.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess anything else for Lotus that like you've been playing a lot more Fate on Lotus, which I think
Yeah,
is the interesting thing.
yeah.
So you want to talk about
So I tried Raze on Lotus.
that? Yeah.
I don't see that Raze might be the best option.
Hmm.
Um, Sky could work, but it's just a short period of time
Hmm.
for the dog and the flash.
Hmm.
But Faye on the other hand, with her haunt,
Yeah.
I because I'm B on the entrance of B, I clear just for a haunt where the enemy should come from,
Mhm.
and then that gives me info.
Mhm.
And then we have the door to the right of it,
Yeah.
which I can use the door and you can send a prowl through the door without pushing up.
Mhm. So yeah, it's interesting because I remember when you first played, you were just raise.
Mhm.
We're gonna force raise into the comp, and then like you started learning Sky, you learned Fade, which is very interesting. It's interesting because you're learning double, and then you learn Omen. So it's like it's cool to see you learning like different characters
Mm-hmm.
because I think that's what makes the game fun, learning different people. For me, I've been mostly playing KO. Same thing, just because um, Knife Point or like Flashpoint, whatever, is so good at getting util or getting info as well as getting rid of util. I think in general, I've just been liking KO a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Like even in our games that we just played by ourselves, like KO has just always been the character that I enjoyed because he has everything. He has a flash, he has the intel, he has a molly, and a good ult. So it's like he literally is a good all around agent.
Mm-hmm.
He allows me to play defensive, offensive, which I love just because I love Sage. I love Sage. I love Brim. I love all those guys. But there's only so much I can do, especially like on attacking or defending. Like there's a finite number of things.
Mm-hmm.
Versus KO, he allows me to have that flexibility to like be aggressive, be defensive, and yeah, I think I'm more leaning towards KO nowadays just because KO is just really good
Mm-hmm.
and I love KO. And then I guess anything else you want to talk about for Lotus before we talk about the other map?
No, we can.
So we're gonna talk about, at least in our circle, the infamous split.
Mm-hmm.
I say infamous just because um recently we have not been doing hot in our split
Yeah.
games. But we've been learning. We have been learning. Like when and also we need to mention that um both me and Boy, we played Valorant since kind of near the beginning. Like that's when Split was in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
I love Split. I was a Cypher man at first. Split was like my favorite map. It was the only map that worked for me for some reason. And then we now play with with my brother. My brother is very new to the game. He hasn't played the new version, or he hasn't played the older version. He played a little bit, but he hasn't actually tinkered with it that much. So for him, it was a huge learning curve, and especially for us now that everything's kind of been changed a little bit, and it's just a lot tighter than I remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot harder to get onto site and to like hold site sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But uh infamous, but we eventually did win a game
Yeah.
of we won a game of split. So like it felt bad too because first game we got split, it was like 1-13. Second game it was like 6-13. Next game it was like 10-13.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth game we won because they FF'd.
Mm.
So we take those. It took us 3 games to learn, but we learned it.
Yeah.
And we've all been like playing. I guess not all of us. I mean, it depends because I don't forget who's everyone been playing because everyone's been my brother's been like rotating off different people to learn the map. I think Jazz is still on like Viper. Jazz will always play Viper. She's been trying to learn new mollies. Who are you playing? Are you playing Raze, right?
I actually switched it up to do Neon.
Oh yeah, Neon. I forgot Neon. Yeah, Neon's obnoxious in that game. I find. So why Neon specifically?
So on before split remove, I usually play either Raze or Sky,
Mm-hmm.
um, just for info and then see what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
But when the new split came out, I wanted to switch it up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to play Neon,
Yeah.
to see if I can flank them as
Yeah,
fast as I can.
Mm-hmm. And it's been kind of working because especially if they're choked up, like especially on B side, if they're choked into like the main, they can't really escape. It's easy just to go around them. You have an ult, just fucking boom, laser them down. You can get out of there pretty easily. So I definitely think that Neon is a very interesting pick. The only thing with Neon is just so hard because it's just working together with Util
Yeah,
because you have no flashes.
yeah,
I, if anything, the only people who play flashes is me and Josh, but it's mostly me playing flashes. So it's, but I feel like with us two, I think we have solid synergy
mm-hmm.
because I kind of know how you're gonna act. So it's just preparing myself for like, all right, he's running, flashing, go for it. I'll follow you. So I can see that. I was in Neon main for a little bit. I don't know if you were there because this is what do you think? I forgot. I forgot who was like the. I think you were there. Oh no, wait. It was weird because we've had a lot of people who play with us who was like our team comp,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like the team comp back then it was like me as Neon and I feel like it was like Josh's like Breach or something.
Mm.
It was Josh Breach. This is when we played with Kali. That's how I'm remembering. It was Kali Reina. It was Jazz Viper, obviously, and then our other friend who was Sage. So for some reason, that comp worked. Like that comp, like we won so many games as that comp because I think it was a we played a we did a roulette, and that was the kind of people we had. So it
Mm-hmm.
kind of worked out. So it was fun. So Neon is definitely like a character that is personal to me. I really love Neon. So it's gonna be interesting to see how she works on Split,
Mm-hmm.
especially since it's so tight.
Yeah.
Like all the corridors, you had to just jump it and then just like hopefully that no one's on site.
Yeah.
And then anything else that is specific to Split because I love Split. Like Split is definitely like that's when I discovered my love for Yoru. I think because Yoru, this is when his new kit came out.
Mm.
My favorite thing about it was especially on B. You know how like a lot of people there's like that boxes on the left
Yeah.
that people just rat there. My favorite point was there's a brimstone. He had a shotgun. He was ready to go. He was just sitting there. So what I did was, as Yoru was, I sent my TP, and then I sent my clone, and then I faked the TP. I peek out from the smoke. Brimstone was just watching it. He rotated, and I was like, and then I just ran back into it. I was like, so I think I might try Yoru too, just because Yoru is fucking obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
A good Yoru is gonna be like the worst like person like character to play against because have you seen the TikTok of the Yoru dropping the Odin?
No.
Okay, so this is good. So there's a famous YouTuber Yoru player. His name is Red, and he's very like I guess he's very flashy just because he likes to just get for clips. So what he does is he buys an Odin and a shorty. So what he does is before the round starts, he wastes all the Odin ammo
Mm. Oh.
and then he picks it up, he runs at someone, and then he drops the Odin at them. And then people are like, okay. So they pick it up, but since it's out ammo, you're forced to reload the Odin. But it's
Mm.
empty, and it takes like 2-3 seconds to reload the Odin.
Mm.
And then he ults out, and then he just shoots them. So it's stuff like that where I'm like, I hate Yoru players because Yoru are gonna be just obnoxious with it. I'll show you the TikTok. It's really good because it shows you what Yoru can do. Just because yours freaking stupid. I hate yours. I hate every character to be honest. Every character is the bane of my existence. At first it was like Reina, now it's like Breach, now it's Yoru's, now it's Neon's. if you're good at characters, I'm gonna hate you. Like that fucking split game we're playing as a line of Larry with the brimstone.
Oh yeah.
He fucking shot that. I was like, this is the first time I've seen this like actually like work. It's stupid. So every character is gonna be annoying at some level, but at our casual level, it's just every character. Every character annoys me. But so that's Split, and then that's kind of Lotus. I, I think there's another like. Are there any other characters you're interested in learning with now? Like you're experimenting with all these characters.
Um, might try Viper.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh Lordy, this is gonna be great.
Viper, Cypher.
Okay.
What other characters are on like walk out of my head? I mean, maybe KJ, but who knows? Who knows?
Dude, you could fill that nano bomb like ship that you love.
Yeah.
I'll be your KJ, and then yeah, it works out. so, so why those ones specifically?
I just want to learn something new. Let's get used to it. See what happens.
You learning Viper, and then it's gonna be Jazz. Like, all right, I guess I'm playing Reyna, and I'm like, this is gonna go great. You're gonna have someone who doesn't know how to play Viper, and someone who's not as confident as Reyna. So it's like, cool. All right, team, let's do this. Viper is hard because even me, like how I like to play, like Harbor and everything, she's so strict with how her abilities are. Like that's why I love Harbor because he can wall,
Mm-hmm.
and the wall just curves like as you want it. Viper, you have to play like designated. Like, yep, this is the wall. This is what you want. Like the only thing I like Viper for is Molly's. Like that's the only reason I like her and her ult. Because I like being distracted. I like being a nuisance. And okay, so that's pretty much it. So then why Cypher then? Because different play styles.
I know that for the fact Davin has some fucking
Oh,
Davin has some insane camera placements. No, just no experiment. See what happens.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Cypher's good. Cypher is definitely a. I mean, that was obviously the agent that I started off with because I am a coward, and because I think everyone at that level played like, all right, I want to be as safe as possible. So you want to protect the trips, you want to protect your flank. So Cypher is definitely good at that. So yeah, fun. Cypher's gonna be great. I love Cypher. Cypher on Split was like my favorite thing on earth. And then you said KJ, right? Same thing. Kind of just learning new people.
Yeah, I'm just learning it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think for me, I think the only character that I've been really interested in learning is obviously KO. KO is simple, but I want to learn like I kind of want to learn like Molly lineups just because lineups are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like cool flash lineups. Like I saw this flash on Haven where if you stand near A on that like that hill thing when you spawn, you can throw a flash over the window, and if anyone's peeking B, like even on top of it, they're still gonna get flashed. So someone can swing out the window and then peek from it. You literally just chuck it like that, and it works. So I really want to learn about that. And then I think Harbor is like the only other agent I'm really curious about learning because I love Harbor. I think Harbor is a really cool agent. He's flexible, which I really like. I love his bubble orb. His everything about him is so cool. I feel like there's so much that people don't understand about him yet. So I kind of want to see if I can figure stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be that guy. I want to be the cool guy who learns, who pushes the meta. But then of course I always just end up playing like Phil to an extent, just because everyone has their agents that they always pick.
Yeah.
So I definitely just want to learn like Harbor and everything, just because he's cool. And if I get more freedom, I'll probably learn a duelist or something. Like, God forbid, like Jet or whatever. Go back to trying to learn Jet or Yoru. Yoru was a bad day. Every time I played Yoru, I was like not having a good time. But I think that's all for Valorant, right?
Yeah.
I know there's gonna be the VC coming up too.
Oh yeah, in Brazil. In Brazil.
It's not in Brazil. I think it's in Japan.
Oh, in Japan.
Is there one in Brazil?
I thought it's for. I think it's for Masters. Yep. Well, until wherever it shows up.
Yeah. So any team that you're cheering for specifically to who do you have a favorite Valorant team? I guess that's the best way to put it. Do you have a favorite team?
No, I don't have like.
I even 100 Thieves.
I mean, I can watch it for entertainment.
Okay, so but you're not like a diehard fan of this is my team.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to see how they play.
Me and Matt were riding the Asian train. Let's go. We're going for freaking paper Rex. Oh, my family is here. I hear 'em. Hopefully they don't come into my room.
Yeah.
God forbid. But I didn't hear him. But yeah. Do you know what the worst part about this?
What?
Because there's 3 Asian teams, right? There's DRX, there's Paper Rex, and there's Zeta.
Mm-hmm.
Zeta is Japanese, DRX is Korean, and
Paper X is,
Paper
is
Rex
Singapore. Is it Singapore or Philippines?
it's Philippine. It's it's Southeast Asia.
Oh, okay.
I think it's mostly Filipino, but it's Southeast Asia, which is technically that's technically our turf technically because Vietnam's in a weird place. But you know the worst part about this?
What?
If Paper Rex wins their first match, and if DRX wins their first match, they have to fight each other. So I saw that and I was like, this it sucks, man. Literally, I don't know who seeded this, but I don't like how I had to cheer for my 2 favorite teams and they're fucking already gonna fight each other.
Did it happen like during like last year?
It happened during no, I think they did Paper Rex and DRX fight each other, but I don't remember if that was for elimination. I don't remember.
Mm.
This was before I really cared about the scene because I don't really I I don't know. I have no I don't have any like specific affiliations other than they're Asian. I want Asians to win. I think the only exception was obviously fucking loud because let's go Brazil.
Brazil.
Brazil. They have adopted me. I am part Brazilian now. I am Brazil in my blood. Do you know what the funniest request I've been getting?
What?
I should come to Brazil.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you do understand how difficult that's gonna be, right? Especially if I just like, yeah, I'm going to Brazil, guys. Gonna have a meet and greet. It's like I don't know anything about I don't know anything about the country. I don't know anything about this. Like, where am I going?
Yeah.
Like, I think the only time I would go is if for some reason they had like some sort of event, like a nerdcore event.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, hey, maybe I'll show up to this. Do I understand the music? No, but I remember him, I think. And then I don't even think about like fucking trying to find a living, because like I feel like being a tourist is like the worst thing to be, because I'm gonna get scammed by so many people. I feel like
Oh yeah.
it doesn't matter which country it is, you're gonna get scammed by anyone. I got scammed. I tried to get scammed in fucking downtown Denver.
Oh really?
It was the fucking monk scam. You know what I'm talking about? The monk scam. Basically, I was stupid. So basically, it's a monk who goes around. He's dressed up in a monk like robe, obviously. He gives you a bracelet, and then he's like, "Okay, how much are you willing to donate for like this bracelet?" And then he gives you a card. He didn't speak English. I was kind of like, I don't know, $20 or whatever. And then that's how they get you because they're like, no, like they try to pressure you to give more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Do you know how I got out of it?
What?
I have a $15 card to Yogurtland. Do you want this? And he looked at it, he was like, this is all you have? Yeah. He just took the bracelet and let me go. I was like, do you know the word? And then the worst part about this was I was missing my train.
Oh.
I had to run to the RTD to the light rail to catch up. And I was like, I barely got to it. I was like, I could have gotten scammed. Literally, I think I've gone out of all my situations by being lucky.
Oh.
By being so aloof to situations. I was like, here's $15 to Yogurtland. You want to go, Mr. Monk Man? So yeah. So if you see a monk in downtown Denver, don't talk to him. He's gonna scam you. Dude, people scam you everywhere. Fucking New York scams you. It fucking sucks, dude. That's why I'm paranoid to travel because everyone's gonna scam me. Like even if I go to like my tournaments in the United States, I'm gonna get scammed by someone in like Detroit probably or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just getting scammed by everywhere. So who knows? I do really want. It would be cool to meet people. I think just because like obviously these people have been supporting me since last year,
Mm-hmm.
and they've been really gracious and generous with me. But at the same time, though, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna work, fam. You do understand that I don't speak your language. I understand your music. I don't speak your language though, so it's gonna be like difficult as fuck. The only thing I can see if I ever did go to Brazil is if I room with someone.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people I talk to in the community who, if I ask, maybe they can like we could work something out. At the same time, though, I'm like, I just don't want to be an asshole. So like, I need to translate in real life too. It's gonna be difficult. You want to come with me if I go to Brazil? Can you protect me?
I'll come to Brazil to protect your ass.
All right, guys. Simply Ordinary is no longer here. You're gonna wear like a bouncer shirt.
Yeah.
Get behind me, Mr. President. It's gonna be you, Josh and Jazz, just like in a triangle, just protecting me like this. There's too many people around. I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it for. I mean, conversation wise, right? I mean, is there anything else that's major happening that we want to give out to tell people?
Not really, but
When's this TikTok coming out?
soon.
When is soon, eh?
Soon enough.
I I think TikTok would be. I just don't want to like. The thing with TikTok for me is like, I want to try to separate my my professional work versus having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the reason why I think streaming is difficult. Is because there are so many games where I want to stream it, but then as I'm streaming, I'm kind of like, I would enjoy this game if I just didn't stream it because that allows me to take it at my own pace. I don't have to interact with chat. I don't have to like do all these things. I can just play at my own speed. And then like I feel like with TikTok it'd be the same thing. It'd be like, all right, instead of TikTok for me to watch it, I had to like, all right, new content, let's go again. Make music, time to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the hard thing for me is like finding that separation
Mm-hmm.
between like this is my hobby and this is my casual enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I'm curious though because like, your TikTok, are you gonna be TikTok famous? Is this how we're gonna go about things? Is Josh gonna be Twitch famous? You're gonna be TikTok famous, and dude, we can make the ultimate collab. It'd be like, yo, the Mook, Simply Ordinary Beta Pengu collab. No one expected this. It's not like we're all like friends in real life anyway. Yo, we can have like beef. We want to have like a fight, and then we can like, oh, dude, yo, we can milk so much money from our friendship, dude. We can have a fight, and I can make a diss track about you, and then I get like all my Brazilian fans to attack you. Then you can get your TikTok fans to attack me. It's gonna be like, yo, we're at the fucking war, and we'll just fight. We'll just like box each other. And then that's it. It's boom. We found it. We found what we're doing, guys. Once he gets famous on TikTok, we're gonna have a fight. We're gonna have a clash. I'd be like, yo, this guy was my friend, and now the numbers have changed him. And he's like, yeah, this guy's fake as fuck. He doesn't even like making videos. And then diss track. Easy, dude. We're gonna make so much fucking money. Let's go. I figured it out, guys. In 2025, if you see us breaking up, the real ones know what's happening. This is all for marketing. Listen, if you see an opportunity, you gotta take it. We gotta take this opportunity to fucking be an asshole. Dude, and then we could team up together and fight Josh.
Oh my god.
Yo, okay, now we're getting summer. See, and then after us two, we make up, and then Josh starts like doing shit. He's like, "Yo, this shit's fake as fuck. Like these guys were my friends, and now they're just like, now they're always like just being assholes." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, well how about this?" And then we make a diss about him, and then we're all friends again. And then it's like, "Yeah, see, we're all friends. No big deal.
It's just prank.
Just a prank, bro." And then we're just be an asshole on TV. We're just gonna be like assholes on YouTube.
Yeah.
I fucking hate watching those channels, dude. I like when there's like super like it's always like the streamer houses, the YouTube houses.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, we're gonna pop a balloon full of pin needles in someone's face. Let's go. And then like Mr. Beast like thumbnails. As you can see, I am very spiteful of YouTube right now. I am mad at the world.
Yeah, you're something else right now.
You want to have a fight?
No.
On camera? Let's just box it out right now. in my like small ass room. I never realized how small it is until it's like you look behind. It's kind of like it's kind of it's everything. Everything just takes so much space.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of that eventually. You guys don't see it, but yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Hey, leave that alone. That's my. You gotta redeem points for that. I want to get a plastic one because the Velcro one, the plastic one.
Mhm.
See, like on that angle looks fine. Then look straight ahead.
Thumbnail. Thumbnail
Dude,
material.
Hold up, I can grab my steampunk goggles. Where are they? Where's steampunk goggles? I don't know if they're steampunk goggles.
I don't know.
My gamer glasses. Y'all look straight ahead, I think. You look like a mosquito.
No bitches.
I want to get a plastic one of this because I feel like the plastic one. When I first bought it, I thought it was cool just because. Yeah, it's like what the real. It's like legit like like not Velcro. Was it leather? It's like a real leather like mask. And then when I actually packaged it and like when it shipped to me, it's like vacuum sealed. It's flat and then yeah, doesn't look as cool as like I'll get like a half one where like it only covers like the nose I think and it kind of leaves the mouth exposed. Which granted, I don't think it works. It doesn't work as a mask. That looks cool though. Like this is like one of the coolest things on earth. I'm about to play Dr. Mask.
Oh, well, I'll find your.
Oh, are they on my? Oh, dude, here. Cool, thank you. So here, this be a thumbnail.
Yeah, thumbnail.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys,
first time behind the scenes.
Make a thumbnail art real quick. Hold up. This is what all YouTubers do. Okay, YouTubers tell each other to make faces and to like do reactions. Okay. Gotta take my hat. Oh no.
Oh, exposed.
A hatless Simpy.
Right there in frame of it.
Okay.
Okay.
See, like guys, YouTube is all about. No one's real on YouTube. Okay, not even us. We're not even friends in real life.
We're VTubers.
Exactly. Everyone here is just a VTuber. Where no one here is real. These are just real life. These are just really good VTuber designs. Dude, what if I become a VTuber? I thought about doing the whole just going straight to VTubing.
Dude, that'll be extremely different for you.
But I don't think so. I think okay.
Well, if a specific like VTuber like company or agency reaches you out and you sign the contract.
Goodbye, Simply Ordinary. See ya, guys. Dude, I'm not ready for that because I have thought about like what if I sign with a company like Hololive or like Niji Sanji. Dude, that's like my channel. Like that's my entire channel gone. That's like 3 years of work down the drain.
Yeah.
Unless there are some people who are able to keep like their other projects going, but like that's risky biscuits. Especially since this is
yeah.
So yeah. Would you be a VTuber?
No.
Why? Coward?
No.
You be a VTuber?
Because like I said, no, it's a risk.
But it'd be kind of funny. You can get so much money from that, dude.
Well, I don't need no bitches for it.
You don't need bitches. You need money, and money to get bitches. Dude, we could be. I'm coming with different scenarios. Okay, we could be VTube. We could both be VTubers, and then we could be work for different companies, and then we'd be like, "Yo, that's my." We could be like, "Yo, yeah, I've known them for a little bit. Like we're homies." And we just had beef, and we fight again. Instead of like fight, we just play like Valorant against each other.
Or like VR boxing.
Oh yeah, we could VR box each other. VR Beat Saber. We're gonna have a Beat Saber fight. Alright, enough of those weird tangents of the future.
Yep.
I think that's just evidence to say that like we're both happy to be back. Doing this is obviously always just fun just because it's me and the boy hanging out. That's always one thing. We get to make content. That's another thing. And then we just get to just share that to the world. Because podcasts are always like, hit or miss. A lot of people like it or don't. I feel like this is just a more you get to see just two boys hanging out. Like we're both just just two regular dudes who are friends for a long time now, who did this on a whim, and we're still doing it to this day, 3 years later.
Yeah.
So season 3 is gonna be a fucking great one. So hopefully you are along with us for the ride. Any closing remarks before we end it?
Um, we'll see what happens for both our channels and this channel for content wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, that's all.
All right then. Well, I forgot how we ended it.
Oh.
Do we do JP out?
This has been JP.
Is that how we actually ended it?